Hey, I gotta come here and admit I was wrong. Kendrick destroyed Drake, but not on Euphoria. On the two tracks he released after that. I'm recording this video after he released this new track where he got Drake's address in it, and obviously, man, last night was crazy. Obviously, we got Family Matters, and then we got Meet the Grams. Even if Drake doesn't have a daughter, he dropped a song like literally calling your son out of his name, bro. It it's kind of over for Drake. I mean, I don't know what Drake can do at this point. It's not gonna destroy the legacy or nothing like it did J Cole. Hey, at least Drake tried. But hey, let me watch the video.
Take the shock value away and Family Matters is better. I can't agree. I think one is clear.
What, bruh? Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, it's close. It's very
Clearly,
close.
in my opinion, superior to the other. And that's why, like I said, currently I got Kendrick winning outside of these revelations or these potential nukes or bombshells that they might have in their camp. So I've subtracted the revelations and these quote unquote nukes from the tracks from both of them, right? Kendrick and the wife abuse allegations and Drake and his potential daughter, maybe, maybe not. Removing both of those bombshells from the tracks, I still have Meet the Grams as a significantly more sinister, sick, underhanded, and twisted record for a rapper to come out and rap at a 5-year-old Adonis and say, I could be a better mentor for you than your father could. He's failed you. Your whole family failed you. Saying to Sandy that, or Sandra, whatever her name is, whatever the fuck.
Nah, it was crazy. I actually contradicted myself just here. I do think Kendrick's diss was technically better than Drake. If you're just talking about versus Drake. Now Drake, he destroyed ASAP Rocky and Rick Ross, bro. Like they can't even comment on the situation anymore, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Drake's mom is saying that your son failed you as a son, even though I know you might have failed him as a mom, and the father failed him as a father, and he's still as a son failing you as a son. Like, it's just like the whole family full of failures is what Kendrick is trying to allude to. And the issues that I guess he sees with Drake manifest in such a deeper way than anything else thus far. It's a very uncomfortable listen, and I haven't ever really felt that way when I've listened to
Uncomfortable? What are you talking about?
diss records. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really felt that way when I was listening to what I was supposed to, I guess, digest as entertainment from people battling. You know what I'm saying? I never felt that uncomfortable before. Drake could play the angle that I don't really know what the fuck Kendrick is talking about. I could just downplay this track. I didn't even gotta be that deep. But I think they're
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I seen someone say that Kendrick literally admitted on Mr. Morale that he did beat his wife. But again, I'm not sure. I'm not going back to Mr. Morale to find out. So, someone tell me in the comments because I know the comments gonna destroy me once again. Because I may say something bad. If I say something about Drake, bad about Drake, y'all probably gonna get on me too. Like,
playing to
by the way, can y'all stop crying in the comments, bro? I said it was overrated. I didn't say it was trash.
the
Okay.
completely different perspectives here, because the things that Drake values aren't necessarily the things that Kendrick values. So what they're going at isn't going to hit one another the same way. Drake would have needed, for it to be convincing for me, Drake would have needed to have had a history of advocating against violence against women to use it as a point of contention outside of just breaking up.
Bro, what are you talking about? Like, Drake doesn't have to advocate for not beating on women. Just don't do it. What are you talking about, Sean?
Kendrick Lamar's character, if he thought that to be true, for me to believe that, okay, this is something that bro actually cares about too. It would hit harder. You understand what I'm saying? It don't have to be a prerequisite. It doesn't. But it would hit harder. It would make it more poignant. It would make it more effective. I'm canceling their allegations out and just looking at the tracks for what they are, and me considering like what the more.
Okay, well, if you cancel out the allegations, then yeah, Kendrick got it for sure. Because like that whole third part of Family Matters was really based off that. He did say something about Pharrell. He did he mentioned some other stuff, bro. I don't know why. I can't think of it right now. But he did say some stuff at the start of the song, like, he smashed on a mixed woman smash on a white woman, and that's something Kendrick advocated about. And I don't know if Sean's gonna get to that, but yet hasn't so far.
Disrespectful, more effective record is. Drake not winning, but I will admit he given us some of his best rap flows. I agree with that. Rapping flows, which I ain't heard in a long time. Last track was good, though I won't cap Bikini Up. I agree with that. I agree with that. This is actually bringing out, I think, a good side of Drake.
Yeah, next Drake album is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm assuming Drake's gonna drop this year. Maybe, bro. I feel like if this beef never happened, Drake and Kendrick would have dropped this year. I'm gonna be honest. Or like albums. I feel like Drake wasn't gonna drop an album this year. This would be.
In terms of his rapping ability, you know what I'm saying? In terms of his focus and drive and things like that, is bringing out a level of Drake that I think a lot of people thought wouldn't be able to compete. It's the tones being completely different in those records that really get to me, because you're left with this impression that Drake came into this expecting it to go one way, and Kendrick is coming at it from a completely different angle, like a much more serious and sinister angle from Kendrick, as opposed to Drake taking a more, you kind of a bitch, homie, like.
I don't know. I mean, Kendrick, he's like every other song he's dropping, he's like saying something he said in the last song. It's kind of weird because obviously in um the Meet the Gramps, I think it's called. Yeah, Meet the Gramps. He was saying stuff about Drake being a pedophile, Drake being a bad father. He said some of that in the new song he dropped. So I'm like kind of confused why it even dropped at that point. I know he said some other stuff too, but I feel like that was the main point of the song.
You know what
I want people to hear my voice.
I'm saying? Like Drake is still, I feel like, not taking this as seriously as Kendrick is. Partially because maybe he doesn't look at the things that Kendrick values as valuable, but Drake is still, you know what I'm saying? He's not in that bag yet. Kendrick arrived at a destination already, and he's there. And I'm waiting for Drake to arrive at that same destination, but I don't feel the same seriousness and tone that I do with Kendrick.
I don't know where Drake goes this wise from here, because I don't think he has anything else left to say about Kendrick. I'm gonna be honest.
Those last couple records that I heard from him, I think everything that Kendrick is talking about, he actually genuinely has a problem with, and that's the thing that really is getting to me.
First of all, Kendrick's a grown man, so if he really has a problem with that, like, oh man, like say he's just chilling. Actually, let's say he goes to a store. They hear, man, Kendrick hears Drake, and he's like, oh man, this pedophile. Like that's weird. I'm gonna be honest. Kendrick's too old for that, bro.
When it comes to Drake and Kendrick right now, because Kendrick is alluding to, and even the public is alluding to and confirming, that Drake wanted Kendrick on First Person Shooter or some other feature. But meanwhile, he's saying, I've been waiting on this diss and this battle for over a decade. He's saying that I've been waiting for this for over a decade, but you wanted him on a feature. That's weirdo shit. Why would you invite a nigga who you got a problem with, supposedly, to
We don't know that. That's not confirmed. We don't know that.
do a song with you? And so when I'm looking at this from Kendrick's perspective, you could say he's taking it too seriously, but I don't think that I think he's always I think he's been looking at Drake like this. And the thing that makes it hit harder, and the thing that makes me respect Kendrick's perspective a bit more, is that number one, has been consistent. I haven't seen Kendrick not handle this in a way that required the seriousness that it seems that he's taken from this. He thinks that Drake is a bitch. He thinks he's a horrible person. He don't want to be around him. He don't want to do features with him. He don't want to do music with him. They're in completely different lanes right now in terms of how they view one another. He doesn't respect him whatsoever. Even when y'all see him parading around with Sexy Red, it's like, I'm not trying to get parasocial or get into the minds of their relationships or anything like that. I'm just saying the way he attaches himself to different people so easily adds to this point that Kendrick Lamar is talking about. You're fake, or you don't have those genuine connections, or the people around you don't even really know about you, and they have something that they want to gain from you, or they have they seem.
I don't like what Sean's saying right here. Once again, hold on. This probably.
Obviously, I know Drake got to respond.
I was saying this could be too butter.
I feel like
here's the second part.
I feel like
people in the comments are tripping. By the way, you can see Kendrick's new song right here. It's called "Not Like Us."
With Push Up,
already got million views.
I feel like you gave most of what you could give.
Top comment. It hasn't been 4 days. Wait, it hasn't even been 4 days properly. Wait, been 4 days properly. That whole song wasn't even towards. First of all, learn how to speak before you comments to Kendrick was this hating, like, anyway. Oh, you're a pipsqueak, or and you call it overrated. Please give me the context of your dealer. I want to know what you are smoking. You're not in the big three. I said it was overrated. I never said it was trash. Against Kendrick, what are you gonna say on this rap? Bro, I see the tears on your face. He didn't even go into the fact that, Kendrick doesn't know y'all. I feel like Kendrick does not know you, bro. J. Cole says on 7 Minutes Drill. Next, like, I want whatever you're trying to become relevant. Kendrick does not know you. It's not that deep. And it really Kendrick did not finish Drake with you for it. But this time actually does. Which this is not actually surprised. I honestly thought Kendrick was dropping this back. I think Drake does have something on Kendrick that he could drop. Like, y'all just so goofy.
But you know,
I agree,
honestly,
but
that's how I
people are
felt
gonna
in
flame you,
regards
dog.
to
You're right.
the Like That verse. When
The
things
cult
dropped
members.
like that, I thought to
He's
myself,
right.
you know what, cuz?
Like,
I don't think there's a way that Drake could really come out of this
comment has the most
looking
likes,
great, looking amazing. But he did reply with
Mindset, the next one is gonna be crazy.
okay, did Drake? Has Drake said
about
anything in response to
You
this?
want
Because I
touch
know the nigga waiting.
You don't know hip hop at all. What is me saying Kendrick's track was overrated has to do with me knowing hip hop. I want the correlation. Please, bro, I'm hoping y'all are watching this video right now. Oh my god. I don't know if this is a bad way to go.
He had to
That
have been
joint is
sitting by
glitching,
his.
honestly. Anyway. Also, I wanted to talk about this man Metro. He is at a mic. If Metro Boomin drops a song where he's actually rapping and he says something that's actually worth listening to, I don't know what Drake does from that. I don't know. I would be honest. But yeah, we'll go to the video. Wait, hold up. I kind of want to react to that fight scene because I'm not gonna react to it.